Anywho, what's up, everyone? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. Again, I told y'all I'm going to be trying to do these like I said I was going to do every Friday night. Try to get up the energy to do Facebook Live and do a Diva Disturbed. This will be a Diva Disturbed number 55. For those of you who are watching this on Facebook Live, if you have not subscribed or liked this page, please be sure. For those of you on YouTube, as you know, I take these videos from Facebook Live and I chop them up, add whatever I need to add, edit, condense it down, because usually these are about an hour. But anyway, I will just sit here and give a few minutes for everyone to come in because I have a pressing question that I need answered. We kind of discussed it earlier, but I really was trying to understand the logistics. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So here is the pressing question that I have. And I was watching TV and MTV did a flash up of like an ad for Catfish. Now, if you all don't know what Catfish is that lovely show that comes on MTV where this guy goes and tries to help people connect with their online loves, right? Because I'm like, how is it in season 7 and we've all exposed that some of these people are not posting who they really are? Signs of a catfish are clear. If they are not giving you video chats, if they only want to talk to you on the phone, if they always making plans with you and then some kind of way they always fall through, I think third time's a charm to let you know you're being catfished. So I'm trying to figure out how people how is this season 7? At this point, I think all of these have to be staged. But I actually had some commentary from my friends on Facebook, and they were telling me that yes, people are actually still that gullible and still that stupid. Now, I ain't saying anyone's stupid, but you are gullible. But then again, I should have known people were gullible. Have you seen how they get you in Scientology? I'm just asking. Leah Rayma she's shown a lot, and I'm just like, so y'all got all this money and education and still y'all got bamboozled into joining the church and giving up all your worldly possessions to them and signing away your life for 1 billion years. Who does that? What were you thinking? So anyway, let me look at this because these comments were hilarious from some of my friends. I was like, who the hell is still getting catfish? Because by now you should know. My soror said there's a sucker born every moment. Okay, my friend said she caught one episode this season. Not only had the girl not met the person, she had not even video chatted with her yet, and she had sent her over $1,000 to her for their surrogate baby that was born, and she's never seen a pic of the baby. This girl was thinking she was a mother. Hey Maria, I see that you're on. Then one of my friends shared with me that a co-worker of hers, not gonna say names and where these people are, excuse me, I'm a little parched. I'm babysitting dogs this weekend, and 2 of them really work me. I love them to death, though, but they work me. Jesus. A coworker asked her a series of questions about someone that they had met online. And basically, he met her online. He never met this person in person. There was no video chatting in over a period of time, about 6 months or so. Every time they try to get together, something always comes up, okay? He even has sent this woman money. I'm like, where are these people? I need like some sponsorships here. Like if y'all want to give some, I am legit. Now, if you want to go down to the wine bar or whatever, that's all we got to do, sip a little wine. No, true. But either way, I'm like, some people just want to be loved so bad until they will like go for the gusto. I've been stuck on stupid myself, so I understand, but at least I knew what my person looked like and had spent time with them. Lord help Jesus. So one of my minister friends said that people are lonely, sad, depressed, and don't know how to have basic human interactions anymore. And then one of my other friends said it's terrible. Technology that connects us actually has created relational distance instead. That's That's interesting. I don't know, but either way, I'm just amazed that Catfish has been on for 7 seasons and people still ain't got hip to the fact that you get played. And please don't send nobody money that you've never met or seen. What's wrong with y'all? Get it together. Speaking of getting it together, by now everyone should know that you should not be buying concert tickets to Lauryn Hill's concerts unless you show up the day of and she's physically present on stage. At this stage of the game for Miss Lauryn Hill, she's been touring on the same album for the past 20 years. We found out also that she does not own the rights to her music, because people say that when they go to the concerts now, they're often perplexed and confused when she does show up. What song is this? Here's my thing. I think Miss Lauryn Hill has been grossly miseducated on the proper etiquette for considering people's time and setting up dates. Quite frankly, I think she should just have pop-up concerts where whenever the mood hits her, she should just get on stage and go for the gusto. You know, I'm just saying, girl, when the feeling hits you and you feel like going singing, get you a tip jar and call the club manager and tell him you're coming down to the club to sing a song. But by now, y'all getting catfished by Lauryn Hill. She may or may not show up. You just don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell you people. I just don't. So yeah, she's canceled and postponed several of her Miseducation 20th anniversary tour dates, is what the headline read. Here's a pattern too with her concerts. People are saying that she spends a lot of time chastising the band. So it makes me wonder, did she ever make an effort to like go to rehearsals and be with these people or whatever? But she's had a long history of doing this, so I don't know why people would actually buy tickets. Isn't her tax debt paid? Because I'm just like, at this point, why are you touring, sis? Why don't you become a manager or agent for your children? I'm sure they all have talents. One of her daughters, I think, is Sela, is a fashion model or something. Beautiful girl, beautiful children, but mother is deeply disturbed and does not do business. She's not professional. That's not professional. Don't have me pay my money. I wish Beyonce would do some shit like that. I wish she would. By the way, if anybody out there want to donate to my need a Beyonce concert ticket, drop it in my inbox. I really would like to go see cousin Beyonce and Aunt Tina. I would like to. I wish the Carters would just invite me to a concert and fly me out. Really though? Okay, anyway. Either way, by the way, the Carters are out here living their best life, by the way. We have seen pictures of Rumi and Sir, and they are oh so yummy-licious. Oh my God, they are so cute, little fat-faced 1-year-olds. Oh my God, they are adorable. So they living their best life, having a family vacation on a yacht. Blue is getting in touch and balancing her chakras with her mama. I'm telling you, I was like, them kids are living the life. Do y'all need a nanny? I could be a good nanny, you know. I really could, Beyonce. Call me, babe. You know, I'm from Dallas, you from Houston. Let's get together. Let's make something happen. On a more serious note with regards to sexual health, people, yes, you should wear condoms. But according to the CDC, they are saying that they have to let people know, please do not wash and reuse your condoms. This is not underwear, babies, okay? You need to get a fresh condom. See, this is my issue too. I'm willing to bet a lot of people just don't get condoms because there's shaming that comes along with going down to the free clinic. Because you've got protesters standing there wanting to berate you, assuming that you're going to get a damn abortion. I'm just like, not everybody that goes to the clinic is going to get an abortion. Some people are going to get themselves checked out. Some people can't afford this expensive ass health care that the government has offered when they don't have other alternatives. So condoms are not like underwear, baby. You can't wash and reuse them. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all need to. Yeah. Hey, Frederick. That is nasty. And I'm surprised, but they said, the CDC said, we say it because people do it. The CDC urges Americans to stop washing condoms to reuse them. Most Americans, 72%, are having sex, and about 1 in 4 are using condoms, but apparently we aren't all doing it right. Okay, this is from the Daily Mailer. Use a fresh one. So go grab a handful at the free clinic, the gas station. I mean, I don't know how many times you need to, use them in a night, but I mean, the gas station sell them 3 in a pack. If it's late night, you just need to get off. I'm just trying to understand. My friend said if a dude can't afford a new pack, why are you doing this? Exactly. If you can't afford condoms, that means you can't afford a baby if the condom breaks. And that also means that the condom breaks, you probably can't afford plan B. I'm just saying. Y'all need to get together out there, Lord help. Or how about we all just get with somebody instead of trying to be out here? I saw a meme where it said, they don't call it hoeing anymore. It's called living my best life. I'm just like, that's great, but okay, put a condom on it, sweetie. Or do something. Everybody go down to the clinic together and get some results. And okay. Either way, I just want to put that out there. That has been a public service announcement from the Centers for Disease Control. Okay. I know. Frederick, I have no chill whatsoever. Let's talk about cousin Gabrielle Union and cousin-in-law or in love, Dwayne Wade. As y'all know, I recently found out last summer, thanks to 1 year, she showed up down to a family reunion, and Gabrielle Union's cousin, I've never met her personally, but I'll call, hey cousin, how you doing? Either way, cousin, are we going to be going to China now? So Dwayne Wade has been offered $25 million to play for China, according to the Root headline. The Miami Heat has only offered him a measly $5.3 million. What are you going to do? I had a fabulous time in Hong Kong, and it's great shopping there too. So all I'm saying is that China might not be too bad for a few years. Okay, I'm just saying. Basketball is a universal sport, and players like Dwayne Wade have offers everywhere around the world, including China. He's a free agent now, so they're offering him $25 million to play for the Zhejiang Golden Bull. I don't know where exactly that is. Where is that? I don't know what part of China that's in, but I hope they make a good pimp decision, because we need that $25 million to fund a family scholarship fund. I'm just saying, Gabby, let's work that out. Either way, all I'm saying is that, could you imagine? And like Miami Heat, come on, he's like a franchise player, and you're only offering him $5.3 million, and China is going to pay him $25 million. Do you know how many knockoff bags we could get from China for that? No, true. You know what, Frederick, I shouldn't even repeat that, but I am. He don't want to eat dog. Now, I was in China and I did not eat dog. You just have to be very particular about what it is that you eat. Hell, have you seen Honey Boo Boo Child? There are questionable food choices in that Honey Boo Boo Child family. I'm just saying. No judgment. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about Dwayne Wade options. I'm looking at a check. $25 million will make do a lot of things, make a lot of things happen. So we talked about Lauryn Hill, so let's click that off. So I've ridden the BART. I've been to the Bay Area during my time in Cali. Took a vacation there once upon a time, and at the time that I was there, I can't remember how long. It's been a minute. I think it's been about 7 or 8 years. I don't know. I know my friend Susie, she was living up there at that time. And I was dating a guy that lived up there at that time. And he lived on the Oakland side. And so when I went, if we wanted to go to San Francisco, we just caught the BART train, which the station was like 5 minutes away, a 5-minute walk from his apartment. And at that time, Oakland was going through some serious gentrification. And if you watch the news now, you can see that gentrification has almost been solidified in Oakland, because it was always hilarious. It looked like a scene from The Burbs meets Boys in the Hood type things in Oakland when you went there, because it was like all these white people were milling around. Then you got cousin Leroy and them sitting up on the front stoop looking like they ain't got shit to do today, which they probably don't. Okay. It is unfortunate that we even have to have this discussion. It is unfortunate that we cannot be in public spaces and not constantly have to stay alert, stay alive, and be in fear for our lives. It is sad that my whole military training always has to kick in when I'm out in public, because you never know what loose cannon, racist, deranged person might roll up on you and stab you to death, or shoot you, or hit you, or spit on you. And in this case, a young lady lost her life, Nia Wilson. Her and her sisters were standing in the BART station, the MacArthur station in Oakland, waiting to catch the train or bus or whatever. I think it was the train. And she was stabbed. Her sister was stabbed too, which I think her name was Latifah Wilson. There was a third sister too there, but she didn't get injured. And it was like a prison style attack. Like he just shanked them and just like, what was the reason behind you stabbing these young ladies? Some people think that it may have been racially motivated. I really haven't read the article, but the dude was 27-year-old John Lee Cowell, a paroled felon, so he still got that prison mentality, on a BART train nearly 24 hours after he allegedly attacked. He got arrested. He was apprehended 24 hours. I think that's great. But some people are not too happy about it. You know, it's like, Nia and her sister Latifah, 26, was stabbed in the neck but survived the assault. She said, I looked back and he was wiping off his knife and stood at the stairs and just looked. And from there on, I was just caring for my sister. I was in shock. I didn't know I was cut because I was paying more attention to my sister. But he just stood there like it was nothing. And in Fox 61 News, they say stabbing suspect was charged with the murder of Nia Wilson. He should also be charged for attempted murder too. Nia Wilson, 18, was walking on the subway platform with her sisters when a man stabbed her with a knife in an unprovoked fatal attack on Sunday. According to BART officials, her sister Latifah was also stabbed and seriously injured. The suspect, John Cowell, faces charges of murder and attempted murder. Hey, Andrea! Cowell was on surveillance video stabbing. Let's see, what was he in jail for? It says the stabbing marked the third death in less than a week from unrelated attacks on the Bay Area transit. Cities, we've really got to do a better job about protecting our citizens on these public transportation systems. I personally don't use public transportation. I did a lot when I lived in my hometown of Dallas on DART, and there were times when I felt unsafe and just I had to plead the blood of Jesus sometimes, because some men, like I rode a lot in high school, and I'll never forget a man approached me trying to solicit me to become a prostitute. And I didn't realize until years later when he called me a strawberry that I was like, oh, okay, so you looking for young girls to pimp out. Okay, whatever. I'm glad that he was caught. I'm glad that dangerous man is off the streets. But cities as a whole, like even like in LA, for instance, I'm scared as hell to ride the Blue Line. I ain't gonna even lie. It goes and I'm like, y'all need to do a better job of patrolling. You know, LA has a huge homeless population. And also we have mental health issues, especially for those that are released from the VA facilities in Long Beach. It's just, you know, I don't know. We need to do better. As much as y'all charge for tickets, y'all could do better. Y'all really could. And somebody made a comment I wanted to read. Oh, someone said, Kalani said, BART manages to catch riders who haven't paid ticket fare, young graffiti artists. You can catch a murderer, give her family some peace, and get a murderous white supremacist off of the Oakland streets. And they did that within 24 hours. Thank you, Frederick. As you know, in my previous life, I've done hosting and all types of stuff. I've done radio. So I used to be the morning news announcer for high school down to Long Magnet High School. Shout out to the original Law Magnet High School, may it rest in peace, as it is now part of Townview in Dallas. Yes. Okay, so prayers out for the family It is unfortunate that that happened, but cities, y'all really need to do a better job of protecting your citizens, especially a lot of people who ride public transportation don't ride it just because some of them don't have a choice but to ride it. And then others ride it because it's just economically feasible. So, I mean, either way, you've got taxpayers you need to protect. And if you won't do something, I suggest the citizens start to mobilize and, yeah, find you a new representation, okay? Get you some new city supervisors. On a fun note, this is hilarious to me. Shit bougie black people love. This was written on the Root. And I made the comment, people like that sparkling water, what is it called? LaCroix, that flavored sparkling water. Yuck. I'm not going to pretend that I even like it, okay? I'm just not going to pretend that I like LaCroix water. I'm just not. It's nasty. I don't like Pellegrino. I don't like Perrier. All of it tastes nasty to me. It tastes like gentrification and lost dreams, if you ask me. So don't pretend if you don't like that shit, don't drink it. That's all I'm saying. And what did the writer say? It was something she said. She said, oh no, actually him, Damon Young. He said, anyway, if this is offered to you, the best thing to do would be to thank them for it, accept it, and then when no one is looking, leave the party for a moment to place in the trunk of your car. Although it's not safe to drink, I heard that it can be convenient and sugar-free alternative to gasoline. Oh my God. And he said it tastes like a hybrid of gentrification and erectile dysfunction. Yeah, I'm not here for LaCroix. I'm sorry. But that was comic relief because here we go. We're about to get a little bit more serious and a little bit more deeper. Y'all want to talk about Roseanne first and her delusions of grandeur? Hey, Corey, I see you watching. Give us a shout out. Actually, no, let's talk about, and I'm so mad because this man's last name is my family's last name. I'm like, please don't let this be one of my ancestors that used to own us acting like this because he's still mad because we got away. So this white contractor, now you got here you are driving down the street, hollering and screaming. That's why I tell people, one of my friends doesn't believe that racism or racists are mentally ill. And if y'all hear snoring, that's my friend's chow chow. Exactly, Frederick. Welcome to Trump America. This is the shit we got to put up with. Telling you, black and brown, y'all better get down and we better unite and do something and better stop thinking you elite. Some of y'all done found out the hard way that just because you a little lighter than black don't mean they gonna treat you and allow you to assimilate into their culture. I'm just saying, let's just be real. And shout out to Anne Hathaway for her, as you know, she's one of my favorite actors ever since Devil Wears Prada. She made a spiel about white supremacy and, you know, how tragic the death of Nia Wilson is. So that's one of the things I'm not saying. Like I tell everyone, you can't hate every white person in America because I have some good friends that are white and I know they will ride or die for me. And we just love each other. They're like my sisters and brothers. That's just how we are. And I've seen them stand up. So it's not one of those fair weather friend type things. When the weather's good, you know, hey, we can't. If it ain't good, it ain't good. So you drive down the street with this name of your company, big as day, Uriah's Heating, Cooling, Refrigeration. That's 614-588-6176. And you're hurling out racial epithets at a black man. Like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? Like, at this point, racist white people, here is how it goes. You target a black person, smartphones, be it from the person you're attacking or the person that, you know, others that are observing, because, you know, we don't have sense enough to intervene. Everybody got to pull out the damn smartphone. And you get recorded. We find out where you live, social media, because you always leave some identifying information, and then you lose your livelihood. Was it worth it to pick on black people? I mean, because you go viral. That's what happens these days. So Ebony Magazine reports that a white contractor in Ohio who was upset over a traffic incident has apologized, but only apologized, after a video of him using racial slurs towards a black man went viral. Jeffrey Whitman was seen on video repeatedly calling a Charles Lovett a N-word. outside Lovett's Columbus home on Tuesday. I just want to let you know what an N-word you are. Lovett told ABC the two got into a verbal altercation on Tuesday when Whitman became upset after he thought Lovett cut him off the road. Thank God this man is still alive, because, you know, road rage, people will shoot you. And I don't know what Ohio's laws are on carrying and concealing guns, but okay. So Lovett said that Whitman attempted to sideswipe him, basically. So they got into it. So needless to say, he apologized for the use of the N-word. He said he understands that using the N-word was not only hurtful towards Lovett as an individual, but hurtful towards the black community at large. Using the word was dehumanizing, unacceptable, and inexcusable. My actions reflect an unhealthy mindset. Yes, your mind is unhealthy. I have developed and I need to work to change. I have served the black community for the last 9 years, installing furnaces and water heaters with pride. My actions that day are not a reflection of my feeling towards the black community. I also understand that racial tensions in America are higher than before. I regret my part. All right, Frederick, see you later. You know, you can catch it on the playback or you can catch it on YouTube. I regret my part in contributing to that tension. I realize that words are hollow without action, and because of the hurt I've caused, I hope I have the opportunity to give back to the black community that I've harmed in a meaningful way. This is why black people and people who support and align themselves with the black community, this is why I say that an economic boycott is always best. They love our dollars, but not our skin color. Green wins every time. Think about it. All right, so let's also talk about Monique real quick. Monique, comedian Monique, my sister in comedy, beloved. So now, you know, Roseanne has been in hot water for talking about black women and using the N-word and calling folk primates. I think she used the N-word. I don't know. Let's just say she's been using colorful terms to describe black women particularly. And it is no secret, because when she first came out as a Trump supporter, or as I like to refer to him as, that man they say is our president, I thought it was a joke. I didn't know she was legit, straight up serious about it. But she's coming to the defense of comedian Roseanne Barr. She appeared on KTLA, and she said, I remember when I had the Monique show, there were big major black superstar talent that had white representatives, and they told their talent that show is too black and we really don't want you to go on there. Monique said, but there was a white woman named Roseanne that showed up for me, and they didn't hear the conversation when the cameras wasn't rolling. That woman was giving me some beautiful words. Monique said that Roseanne is her sister in comedy and that she shouldn't be discarded because of a mistake she made. Oh, really? But you can't let Oprah, cousin Oprah, as I refer to her as, because we both born in Mississippi, Uncle Tyler Perry, and that man that owed Damon Dash money. What's his name? The original Big Daddy. Lee Daniels. So y'all, you can't forgive them, but you want us all to forgive Roseanne, Monique. Like, how that add up? That don't make no damn sense. Monique, girl, stop. So either way, y'all, once again, Monique is in the headlines, and it just ain't looking good for Sister Monique. I really don't understand what her angle is, and I need to look it up because I don't have that pulled up. But did Monique finally get a Netflix special that was worth her tears and asking us to boycott Netflix? I ain't boycotting Netflix. My stock look real nice. Godspeed to her for supporting her sister in comedy, okay? Whatever. Help, Lord. Touch God. And finally, I am going to close this out with us talking about that man, that great Pied Piper himself, the arrogant bastard that he is, R. Kelly, aka Mr. Pedophile, Mr. Pied Piper Pedophile. All right. So for some reason, R. Kelly is all out of fucks to give and decided that, you know what, I'm just going to write a song about my troubles. Because as you know, since all these allegations have been swarming for over 20 some years, people finally decided to pull his music from radio stations, cancel concerts that he's a part of. In other words, he has finally become the social pariah he should have been. His ex-wife is coming out against him finally. Andrea is speaking out against the abuse that she sustained while with him. And so now he's decided that I'm just going to go ahead and just fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket, motherfucker. And I'm just going to tell my story in a 20-minute song. Which is essentially a sitcom. Because when you put all the damn commercials in sitcoms, it comes out to 30 minutes. And when you take them out, it's like 21, 22 minutes. So I didn't listen to the song. I refused to listen to it. I was an R. Kelly fan up until it just really got out of control. And I'm like, there are too many young women coming out against you. There's too many questionable things that are going on. As you know, R. Kelly has had issues with the IRS. He's been accused of having a sex cult. And he said that he addresses all of this. He talks about... Okay, here it is. Let me read it. This is from BET's website. Kelly addresses all the ghosts of Hollywood rumors past, including the most controversial in his industry tenure, like his shamed marriage with late R&B songstress Aaliyah. May she rest in peace. She was only 15 years old at the time that R. Kelly married her. Sleeping with his close friend's girlfriend, trouble with the IRS, his struggle with dyslexia, and illiteracy. I don't know what is wrong with my speech. I'm going to have to go see a pathologist. Ever since I got this permanent retainer in the back, sometimes I have a lisp. Being perpetually bamboozled from managers and even his own experiences with child molestation as a 14-year-old at the hands of a family member. I think he was molested prior to that too by an older woman at like 9. Or was that Chris Brown? I don't know, either way. Also, because of Kelly's illiteracy, he doesn't own his own music. Okay, I don't know how he's going to be able to unravel that. He's asking the black community to rally with him. Boy. He's saying that they're trying to lock him up like Bill Cosby. Your actions are just as egregious as Bill Cosby's. Only worse, because actually there is no parallel. You're in your own category. He says in one verse 2, he says, I admit I can't spell for shit. I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit that I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. But one night at the Ritz, I did some shit I shouldn't have did. Went and fucked a ninja's bitch. I admit it. I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I tapped that in the back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. He also said, I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talks to me sometimes, but the devil is not who I trust. Cancel my shows. That ain't shit, right? How they gonna say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? Take my career and turn it upside down because you mad I've got some girlfriends. Ain't seen my kids in years. They trying to lock me up like Bill. How much can a ninja take? How much can a ninja pray? Here's my thing, R. Kelly, with this particular lyric where you say you've been representing for women. Yeah, we love your music. We did. You know, I was with you with Give Me Some of That Honey Love and 12 Play, and you remind me of my Jeep, and I don't know what the hell else I used to listen to, because I think that's like, R. Kelly, that song VIP. But you know, when a woman's fed up and all. So you're aware of the needs and wants of a woman, but your own arrogance and your own mommy issue. I don't know if you have mommy issues or you have a self-hatred of women or a self-hatred of yourself because the allegations are coming out that you are bisexual, but really more so homosexual. You just don't want to be full-fledged, like you'll have sex with women, but have to get off with something in your behind, in your anus. So I don't know. I don't get it, Mr. Kelly. I admit I fuck with all the ladies. That's both older and young ladies. How young, R. Kelly? How young? But tell me how they call it pedophile, because that shit is crazy. She said, what about Aaliyah said love? She said, what about the tape? I said, hush. I said, my lawyer said don't say nothing. But I can tell you I've been set up. How you gonna be set up, R. Kelly, when that was you in the videotape with that little girl? Okay. He said, now I admit a family member touched me from a child to the age of 14. Yeah. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me. Said I'm abusing these women. What the fuck? That's some absurd shit. They're brainwashed. Really kidnapped? Really can't eat? Really? If you really, really want to know, her father dropped her off at my show and told this boy to put her on stage. I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her. I admit she was feeling me. I admit that's the shit that comes with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies. No, these ladies are chasing me. Yeah, now I'm saying all this shit because now they trying to play me. Yeah, I admit this is no disrespect to the parents. But this is my advice to you because I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay because your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. Yeah, I could kind of see that girl. I can't remember what her name is, but if you watch a previous Diva Disturb I did last summer, I did a whole spiel on R. Kelly and the fact that this family had this makeshift press conference saying that R. Kelly was molesting these girls, okay? So I don't know. Let's see. And he says, what's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? I don't know. Why don't you go look it up and read it to us, R. Kelly? He said, look, I'm just a man, y'all, not a monster or a beast, but I admit there are times when these girls are so fine they'll chill with a ninja for a week. Really, a week? They said you keep them for years. Then he mentioned the writer and reporter that's been chasing him for 25 years. To Jim De Rogatis, whatever your name is, you've been trying to destroy me for 25 years, writing the same stories over and over against off my name. You done went and made yourself a career. But I guess what? I pray for you and family and all my other enemies. I'm not going to let y'all steal my joy. I'm just going to keep on doing me. Now, I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused. Tell me, how can you judge when you've never walked in my shoes? So easy to mess up someone's life. So show me the other devil in disguise. He said, I admit I had to borrow a couple of millions. M's is what he said from the label, all these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed $20 million to the IRS and they were coming to get my home. And he says, and finally in verse 8, he says, since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only time. There is one thing that's for sure. I want to make this shit clear. I done lived my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Somebody said R. Kelly literally sings, I admit it, I did it. Remind me how he is not in jail. He really didn't admit to anything. He just regurgitated what the headline said about him. So I don't know. R. Kelly is a sick individual mentally. He is arrogant. He has an ego. In some ways, we might want to label him a sociopath. But yeah, I didn't listen to the song. I'm just reading off the lyrics that were highlighted and taken from anyway. But I don't know. With R. Kelly, I've always said that because of what happened to him in childhood, no one ever bothered to set him down and get him in front of a therapist and get him the help that he really needs. And hopefully, maybe this time in his much more mature years, I think, what is he, 50 something now? Hopefully maybe they can get him some help now, because it's all over now. Take it like a man. I mean, your career is done, son. It didn't necessarily have to be done from the beginning. You should have went and got help. You knew there was an issue. But unfortunately with R. Kelly, he came up in a time when people don't, especially in the Black community, don't believe that mental health is important. And I can understand why there's a paranoia to even go to any physician with Black people, since we've been made to be experiments throughout history for medical breakthroughs. So next time you go to your doctor, you should thank a Black person for your gyno stuff, amongst other things. And the fact that syphilis is curable. And God only knows what else they did to us. But either way, I think that's all that I'm going to close out with. I know my friend Felicia, she was on here last week and she wanted me to mention we should give a big kudos to Riley Burris. That is Candy Burris's oldest daughter. She decided she wanted to go on a weight loss journey, and her mama was more than happy to make it happen. And she has lost some weight. So she is just she has blossomed into a beautiful young lady. And you should just go check out her Instagram or Candy's Instagram to see Riley's progress. She looks good. Now, if I could just get me a personal trainer. Tony, I miss you. I love Jesus. But I got to get me some coins. So if anyone, I'm not catfishing you, but if anyone wants to donate to the Diva Get Fit Fund, I'm taking Cash App. I have PayPal too. I can send you that link. Either way, that is all that I have. Oh, I'm going to talk about this Instagram post that I had put up, and somebody said, isn't that harsh? I'm one of those people where I know when my friends are hurting and when they just like, we can't be friends anymore, whether they want to say it directly or not. Basically, if you catch I think the meme went something like, if you catch the hint that someone does not want to be bothered, then don't disturb them ever again. Yeah, when people don't want to be bothered, I just leave them alone. Because I've called you, I've reached out to you, I've texted you. I have a couple of people that I really hell, one of my friends sent me the best message ever that they didn't want to be bothered with me again. They unfriended me on Facebook and kicked me off our joint Costco membership. I was like, fuck. Like, you couldn't call and be like, don't go to Costco because you ain't on the membership anymore, or oh, you did something that was offensive. I think I know what it is, but I'm just like, I would tolerate him for the sake of you, but I still never thought it was a good match. But I'm your friend. You've known him 5 minutes. Either way, all I'm saying is, people, it's not harsh. One of my friend Ronaldo, was like, God, that's harsh. I'm like, there's a difference between someone not wanting to be bothered with you and someone who's going through. Like, all of my friends know that when I started to shut down at one point, it wasn't because I didn't love them and didn't want to be bothered with them. It's because I was going through something. My boyfriend had left me. Economically, I was not in a good place. Mentally and physically, I hadn't been in a good place for some time. So I kind of had just started like completely like breaking down. So either way, just be mindful of that and don't chase anyone, honey. That's all I was trying to put out there. But I thought it was cute, and plus I made it cute with my photo grid background. I love taking memes that are just plain white or black or whatever and adding a little color to them. But either way, just be mindful of that, Diva Loves. That is my advice. That is all that I've got. If this is your first time on this Facebook page, please be sure to like it. And also, don't be shy. Please pooch over to my YouTube, which is Afia the Diva, and subscribe to that channel. As a matter of fact, I still need to get out to you guys. Queen Sugar, the last 2 episodes, I'm terrible. I love the show. It's great. This week was really good. I've just gotten into the show Love Is on. Oh my God, that is so good. I've only watched 2 episodes, but it's really good. And I may even start reviewing Queen of the South. Y'all know that's one of my favorite shows, and that is a show that actually looks out for me. Not to brag, but I got invited to the premiere this year because I'm a super fan. So I may even start reviewing that. But that's all that I have. If anyone else doesn't have anything else, I'm going to be Diva out, and I'll try to get this uploaded tomorrow. I have some projects I have to do for one of my sorority sisters, so I'm trying to help out with her business. So on a volunteer basis, honey, because I need something to do to keep my mind busy. But we'll talk about that all. There's going to be a whole separate video of me talking about things that have been going on and the changes I had to make in the past couple of months. You know, because, well, grand opening, grand closing, so to speak. But that's all that I have. I thank you guys for joining. Let me see real quick who was on. I want to thank my friend Frederick. My friend Andrea, woohoo, the variety crew. My friend Corey, I saw he was watching. He didn't say anything. My friend Maria. And that's about all. And there's a couple of other people that are hanging in the background. I see y'all. But either way, that's all that I've got. Of course, you know, I definitely will be back here on Sunday night because we've got to talk about power. But subscribe, comment, like, share, hell, debate. Good night.